We're going to take a look at our vacuum holding or chucking system for the lathe here. And with this system we have chucks that go onto the lathe, we have a vacuum generator that creates the vacuum for us, and then we have this adapter that you can adapt to most any lathe as long as it has a hole through the headstock. This lamp rod type material goes through, you cut it to the length that fits your lathe. So all of this stuff is available, and it makes it so that you can do lots of different things with bowls on the lathe.
Are there different size heads here? Different size chucks?
Yes, we have different chucks. This is our largest. It's an 8-inch diameter. And then we have also for small things, we have this 3-inch chuck, 3.5 really. But this one, folks that do spheres really like this, because once you get the sphere close, you can use this to hold it, turn it, hold it, move it, do it. And so it's really, really handy for that. It works for bowls as well, of course. But one thing about that, you want to use the largest chuck you can for the bowl that you're doing. And the way that works is the more surface area, the more force the air is putting on that piece to hold it on, to a limit. That's why we only have an 8-inch chuck. If you go bigger than that, you can actually crush bowls because there's so much force on it. The 8-inch, with that, if it's a good bowl that doesn't leak a lot of air through, because wood is porous and it can leak some, that could put up to 1,000 or 1,200 pounds of pressure on a bowl.
What keeps that from leaking when you put it on this chuck?
Well, we have these seals both inside and outside that allow the bowl, and you know, when you turn a bowl, it may not stay perfectly round, so these are soft enough to fill in those voids. So if we put the bowl on, that you'll see when I turn this vacuum on, the bowl's going to move. And it just pulls it right up. It's sinking into that. And those are also designed to be soft enough that when it settles in, it's actually against the body of the chuck, so there's no wobble in this at all.
And that's stiff enough that it's not going to fly off.
Take it off of there.
Oh my. Yep, not going to come off.
It won't come off. It's right there.
So Dave, if I've got 2 lathes, does it mean I have to have 2 sets of these?
No, you can go to the hardware store and buy another pice of lamp rod and cut it to the length.
Okay.
And then all you do is change the pieces.
All right.
Well, then do I have to buy individual heads for every lathe, or is there some sort of adapter available here?
There are adapters available. We'll take this off and take a look at that. What we have here, this black piece that's in here, these fit my larger lathe. So they have a larger thread in here than this MIDI lathe has. So this would unthread from there, and that adapter is threaded to fit here and then to fit my chuck. So you don't have to buy duplicate sets of chucks. You can interchange them from lathe to
And
lathe.
Holdfast has adapters for every lathe?
Well, most lathes. You know, there's a few out there that are really different, but we have adapters all directions for 1.8, 1.25 8, and for the 33 3.5. Which covers the majority.
So those
of the
adapters
market.
also could be used for other types of chucks, 4-jaw chucks and things like that as well.
Absolutely, yes. You know, your scroll chucks that you have for your lathes, yeah, you can buy those adapters and not have to buy chucks for both lathes.
Or they can be used on sharpening or carving systems, where you have the carver sitting on a table and it needs an adapter.
Yeah, where you can thread your faceplate onto it. Sure, you could adapt it then so that whatever lathe you were using at that time for that piece you're going to carve would fit on it.
What's this black stuff sitting down here on the front of the table?
This is this same seal that we have here, so that you can buy this if you want to make your own for some kind of special thing that you're doing. You can buy this as well individually. You know, this is extruded closed cell neoprene, and all of that's important. If it's not closed cell, it'll leak air. So it has to be fairly specialized as well.
Do you glue that on?
We glue it on, but with a soft glue. A very soft contact adhesive, almost like rubber cement, but this is stuff that we use special for this. But you can peel it off. If this gets damaged or anything, you can replace it. And they can wear out. Just if you use these enough, you can wear them, and so you can just pull it off, and we sell replacement seals, and you can just glue it right back on.
Will finish hurt these at all?
It depends on the finish. Most finishes really won't, but some, the lacquer finishes may actually start to attack this, you know, if you get a lot of it on there. So it could. And then one other thing we have are these extenders. If you are doing a really big bowl, probably on a bigger lathe than this, you can put this extender on and attach it, and what it does is move the chuck out away from the headstock. So if you're putting the bowl on, it's not going to swing and hit your headstock. You can actually extend it out there, and in doing so, you'll, you know,
So that'd
get
be-
away from
So
the
you're saying if this was a lot deeper, then it would extend it away from that headstock
Right,
to
so
give
that
it
it wouldn't
clearance.
hit
So it'd be
Yeah,
really
gives you
useful
clearance.
on those big natural edge bowls where you have the wings coming out.
Exactly, yeah. That lets you, you know, clear those easily.